Hi everyone, today I'm going to give some tips on drawing horses. I wouldn't say I'm an expert at drawing horses, but I've been asked a few times now if I would do a horse drawing tutorial, so yeah, that's what this is going to be. I thought I'd just start with showing some of my really old stuff. You can tell it's old, it's like 2019, but I was quite proud of this when I did this, just like a horse muzzle. That year's not amazing, but never mind. These are old drawings, like I said, but I thought I'd show a couple of things before I get started. There's a horse hoof. These are all tonal pencil studies, and then this one, also just a quick sketch. Okay, now onto my first kind of tip, is learning a bit of anatomy or just trying out drawing the anatomy, which is what I've done a few times. It helps you kind of learn the shape, I think, and also the way the horse should move, because if you know it's not possible for the skeleton to move that way, then you kind of know you've gone wrong somewhere. Today though, I think I'm just going to focus on the head, because that by itself is quite a big kind of thing, without the rest of the body included. So this is my kind of anatomy drawing, which I did for the head a while ago. It's very basic, as you can see, but I wanted it to be basic so that it would be quite clear. So yeah, you can just look up horse anatomy and you'll probably find loads of different images and things relating to that. I was just going to show you this one as well. This is a quick sketch which I did recently, but I thought it's kind of sweet. And it kind of brings me on to my next tip, which is to have a good reference photo to draw from. I had a pretty good reference photo to draw this. It really does help when you're kind of still learning if you have really good photos to work from. And then as you get more experience, you can kind of learn to draw from anything because you already know so much about anatomy and just the how a horse should look in general. This one isn't very good, but it was just for fun. It's just some random unicorn. Please excuse my hands, by the way. I'm in the middle of painting something brown. Right, I'm gonna try and start drawing something now. But first, type of pencil you use. I know this doesn't really apply if you're doing digital art, but for a pencil, it's kind of easier, I think, if you use a soft pencil. This is a 4B. HB is like a normal writing pencil, which you kind of just use for writing. And then the H's are like hard pencils, so 2H, for example, is harder than HB. HB is kind of like the middle one. And then you get 4B and the B's, 2B, 4B. The B's are soft pencils. So then yeah, I'm going to be drawing with a 4B. And then last thing before I start is make sure your pencil is sharp, because it really does help. And also just when you rub out your mistakes, I find it's easier when you've got a thinner line, if you know what I mean, because it gets thicker as the pencil gets more worn down. So I'm quickly going to sharpen this because I can't hold the camera and sharpen at the same time. So yeah, now I've got a nice sharp pencil to draw with, which will be so much easier. I have a bad habit of not sharpening my pencils, and it is so much easier when you sharpen them. Sorry, I had to change location for this part of the video, but I'll just carry on where I left off. So I am just going to start with drawing a cone shape. Pressing down lightly, I think, also helps, especially if you have to rub out any of your mistakes and also these kind of lines that won't be in the final thing. So yeah, press down fairly light, that's another tip. And then once we've got this kind of cone shape, this will be the end of the nose, and this will be the top of the head, so put a circle in here. And then a circle here. And that's like the really basic head shape. The ears will go up here. And yeah, I saw a thing for drawing ears somewhere where someone like advised to do them kind of like diamond shaped. So kind of like that. And then we can kind of like add in the detail later, but that's a basic ear. They might be a little small, but like I say, like draw out rough first, and then you can always correct anything you don't like later. I'm gonna draw a bit of the neck in. So yeah, this is gonna be a very basic drawing, but at least you will kind of get an idea. This is the nose. The mouth. He's got a bit of a smile there. The lip. This bit is where the circle is. It's the part where it kind of curves around. And it kind of depends on what angle you draw the face. This is just a side on, so you can't really see the other eye. The eye will go about here. And then some anatomy. This part. Here. The nostrils, kind of like sixes and backwards sixes in very like basic shape. So yeah, I will roughly draw that in. We'll leave a bit white and colour the rest of the eye in. I feel like this face is maybe slightly too long, so yeah, that's why make sure you keep, when you draw the two circles, keep them quite close together. When I do a lot of drawings, I usually end up doing a lot of like rubbing out and redrawing. So this is like a really basic sketch. But I'm just going to draw a bit of mane in. The more kind of details you add, it soon builds up. I can't really see what I'm drawing over this camera, but I'm trying. Okay, I usually do like a neckline around here. Ooh, not quite like that. There we go. This is where like reference images are really handy too. So, a bit more of the anatomy. And yeah, I would rub out some of these lines. But yeah, this is a very, very basic horse. May as well shade it in a little, as I can't rub these lines out because I'm holding the camera with my other hand, so I may as well just shade them in a little bit. So this is where reference photos are handy again, because you know where to put the shadows and things like that. And when you shade, sometimes you might have to go over your old lines and make them a bit more prominent, like I'm doing now. That didn't go well. Definitely not my best drawing, but it's a drawing. It's so dark around these ears, I can't really put much details in. But I would do them more. Sorry, my camera battery died then. I will just do it here. Probably need to sharpen my pencil again, but... yeah, that's the thing. Keep remembering to keep sharpening your pencils. And then kind of... there we go. A bit more like that. And then I'd fill this bit in a bit. So yeah, it's handy to practice different parts of the horse. Like just the eyes, just the ears. Yeah, don't really like that one. But yeah, you can practice different shapes. Whatever you think works. So yeah, this was my very basic horse drawing tutorial. I will try and do more better ones once I myself have I don't know, got more experience with drawing horses myself. Then hopefully I'll be able to show you guys a bit better. But yeah, for a rough drawing, it's not too bad. Like I say, I do a lot of rubbing out and redrawing when I do my drawings, as you can probably see if you've seen any of my time lapses. So yeah, it's definitely just practice. But I hope you found some use out of this video anyway. Cool, I think that's everything. I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye!